Hi, my name is Daisy Chucks, and today I'm going to be talking about, does capitalism benefit all social classes? Why does capitalism only create wealth for the wealthy, leaving the rest of the social classes struggling? Many may ask, what is capitalism? Capitalism is a system that allows people to own properties, gain money, and compete with other businesses. Economic systems matter because it helps decide how money is used for things like resources and people. Although capitalism helps some people, it also leaves out others. This creates inequality, especially between social classes. I believe that capitalism is not an effective system because it doesn't help create economic growth for everyone. Capitalism is focused more on keeping the wealthy wealthy and keeping the lower classes in the lower class. What is innovation? Innovation is a system that creates new ideas and improves existing products. In a capitalist economy, innovation relies on competition and self-interest between companies. Companies do not only compete for popularity, but they also compete for profits. This competition pushes companies to improve quality, lower prices, and create more advanced products in order to stay ahead of rivals. Entrepreneurship plays an important role in this process because entrepreneurs take risks to introduce new ideas that keep the economy growing. They help organize economic resources such as labor, capital, and materials to create new products. However, innovation does not benefit every social class equally. The upper class, who often are the ones who own businesses and investments, benefit the most because they receive the profits that are generated by innovation. On the other hand, the working class is negatively affected when technology replaces jobs or when profits are concentrated among a small group of owners. In the film, The Social Network, Mark created Facebook after he experienced social rejection and was searching for recognition. His innovation was fueled by competition, especially after the Winkle twins accused him of stealing their idea of Harvard connection. Mark worked quickly to expand Facebook before others could dominate the market. Mark demonstrated how capitalist competition encouraged rapid innovation. However, the film also shows inequality within the system. While Mark became a billionaire, Eduardo was pushed out of the company and lost a large portion of his shares. The wealth generated by Facebook primarily benefits the founders and major investors rather than the working class that contributed to platform success. This demonstrates how capitalism encourages innovation since it creates competition and profits to businesses. However, capitalism shows how the benefits earned from innovation are often distributed unevenly. Company owners are the ones who receive the most profits, while workers don't benefit equally. What is economic growth? Economic growth is the increase in a nation's production of goods and services over time, usually measured by increases in outputs, income, and job opportunities. In a market economy, this growth is driven by consumers' choice, competition, price systems, and minimum government interference. Freedom of choice gives individuals the ability to decide what to purchase, produce, or invest in. This keeps the resources flowing towards products and services that have high demand. Competition pushes companies to improve their quality and lower costs, while markets and prices signal what should be produced based on supply and demand. With less government interference, businesses can respond quickly and invest in new opportunities. This leads to people helping the economy expand. However, economic growth does not benefit all social classes equally. Resources like labor, capital, and land are limited. Choosing to invest in one area means giving up another. This leads to opportunity cost. Capitalist decisions are usually based on profit rather than equal distribution. This usually benefits those who already control wealth and business. In the article, Capitalism versus Socialism Experts, it states, the modern bourgeois society has not done away with class antagonism, hatred between groups of people. It has but established new forms of struggle in place of the old ones. This quote demonstrates that even though capitalism may create growth and opportunity, it does not eliminate conflict between social classes. Instead, it reshapes things that often create tension between business owners and workers. While the economy may expand, it ultimately shows that economic growth does not automatically mean equal progress for everyone, just for the wealthy business owners. What is social welfare? Social welfare is the overall well-being of individuals in society. This includes access to basic needs such as jobs, income, healthcare, education, housing, and a stable standard of living. In a capitalist system, social welfare is largely influenced by the market and the ability of individuals to compete for economic opportunities. Capitalism can create jobs through business growth and innovation, which may increase employment opportunities. However, the types of jobs available and the income earned often depend on social class. Upper class individuals who own businesses or investments typically earn higher income and have greater financial stability, while working class individuals may experience lower wages, fewer benefits, and job insecurity. In the article, California finally invested in the economic success of its street vendors. It states, after selling tamales for 9 years, I landed a spot at a kitchen incubator and secured financial support from a community development fund. She began selling tamales out of a food cart in San Francisco, and her business flourished. This quote demonstrates how capitalism can create opportunity and success through hard work and entrepreneurship. However, it also highlights inequality. The vendor had to wait 9 years before receiving financial support and improving her business opportunity. Many people in the lower or working classes spend years building capital before they can improve their income or standard of living. On the other hand, individuals in the upper class often already have access to financial resources, loans, and business connections. This allows them to generate wealth much faster. This affects jobs, income, access to resources, and overall standard of living, since it shows that while capitalism can promote growth, it does not provide equal advantages to all social classes. Capitalism is often presented as a system that promotes opportunity and economic success, but it does not benefit all social classes equally. While capitalism encourages innovation through competition and entrepreneurship, the profits created from new ideas are usually concentrated among business owners and investors rather than the workers. As seen in the social network, innovation can create billionaires, yet the wealth generated is not shared evenly among those who contributed. Similarly, although capitalism can produce economic growth through competition, markets, and limited government involvement, that growth does not show equal progress for everyone. Opportunity cost and profit decisions often favor those who already control capital, creating a large gap between the upper, middle, and working classes. When it comes to social welfare, access to employment, reliable income, and basic resources, it is strongly influenced by your social class. This gives the upper class the ability to sustain a higher quality of wealth, while the lower and working classes face greater challenges in improving. Overall, although capitalism can generate wealth and encourage innovation, it mainly benefits the upper class, giving them greater advantages and contributing to a larger gap between social classes.